Hi T4B. This is going to be a little spotlight cleaning section of our dance. It's going to be what we learned in the very beginning. There's a bunch of parts in our dance, so I'm going to do my very best. We're going to go forward, okay? So we start either on the floor or standing. I'm going to do the floor part first, okay? So we start on the floor with our hands tucked in. Our chest is flat on our legs. Our toes are pointed behind us, yeah? Even though they're behind us, we can't let them relax and get all like weird shaped, yeah? So still keep them pointed and parallel. Just so we're activated and ready to go. Yeah, it also changes the position of our knees. Yeah, if we relax, our knees point out differently than when we keep them engaged. So then we have reaching out. You might have to mirror me, depending on which side you are on. We reach out. 1, 2, head lift. Yeah, and we hold for a really crazy long time to come up to our knees. I think we agreed on counting to 4. I'm not entirely sure about that. Like bing, 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 bing. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe. And then we scoop over. So we're scooping. Our initiation comes from our fingertips. They're pushing down, so we're extending out of our shoulder socket, creating a really long line of energy. We should feel that opposition going through our shoulders, shooting out energy. Nothing gets saggy in between. We curve into a high fifth. We push our hips over until we sit down, and then we come down and roll. Yeah? From there we roll straight to our knees. I'm going to hit my wall. Roll to our knees. Yes. Cool. From there, half of us get up and half of us stay on the floor, which is super cool. From there, if we stay on the floor, we're going to come up and we're going to do another roll. Yeah? I want to say our arms come up like this, in the same position that their arms are in. Doom, doom, doom. I think. They go out and up. Yeah? And then we sit on our hip this time. So we're not rolling on our back, but we're rolling in our sit position. Sit, roll, away from center. Oop, you can't see very well. Rolling, crossing our foot over so we can go into this kneel. And then from this kneel, you're going to extend forward into a fourth lunge. Yeah, so fourth lunge, our feet are turned out still, and our toe and heel are aligned. But in our lunge, our back leg is going to be straight, and our chest is going to be dropped forward slightly. Yeah? In this position, our arms are resting down. We're just kind of waiting for our friends to come join us, yeah? Cool, so that is the floor part. If you stand up after the first sit, roll on your back, what you'll do to stand up is you have to tuck your toes first to kind of get into position. So you're going to go tuck. You're going to extend into your ulcer cone. Yes, so not your derriere, but your ulcer cone. Make sure that your feet are turned out. Boom. Your flat is back. Your back is flat. So we're forward in this kind of pitched position, but my back is still straight. It's not rounded. It's hard to hold your arms in that position. So maintain that composure. And then our arms lift and bring our chests up, yeah? So ulcer cone, tilted forward, straight backs. Our arms come from a low fifth to our third and lift. Yeah? Okay. From there, if you stand up, do-do-do. I know there's been confusion about this in the past. Some of us are taking out a pas de bourrée here, so I'm just going to throw it back in. Remember, we turn around before we reach. So from here, you're going to close your feet kind of into like in between a fourth and a fifth, just kind of like a lazy step. In between one pas de bourrée around yourself, step, step, and on your last step, you're going to throw your arm. Your initiation in this one kind of comes from the inside of your arm, so thinking about still extending out and reaching through your fingertips, but the inside of your arm is what's going to cut through. Yes, so not our fingers and then the rest. And on our last step, we go up into a releve, make sure that it's turned out into our second position. We're squeezing our abdominal muscles to maintain our position. Our T-necks are really long. Our shoulder pushes back to find that open T-neck, and then they rotate together. Yeah, so if I did it this way, as I come up and across, I find my T-neck right away, and then my shoulders keep rotating together as my arm sweeps across. So it's not a T-neck and then sweep and kind of have to find that balance. Everything rotates together, but my hips stay forward, yeah? So we come from here, step on it, turn around, 1, 2, 3, rotating. Then we pull into our coup de pied in a plie. Yeah, so kind of fondue in. And then you're going to releve, élonger into a dégagé, out. You're going to take 2 steps, 3 steps, 1, 2, land into your lunge to meet with the third group, yeah? Your arms lift into a parallel high fifth. Your palms are facing each other. Up, and then they come down, breaking it. Elbows first, elbows, and down. If I think about my hands, they go head, shoulders, down on those 3 steps. Yeah? Head, shoulders, down. Again, that same fourth position. So a fourth with our heel and our toe in alignment. Our back leg is straight and our body is pitched forward just a little bit, but my back is still straight. I'm not losing that integrity. We're losing that integrity, yeah? Cool. That's the second group. The first group, you're not on the floor at all. You start in a digged position. I have to remember which way you're facing. Out, I think. I don't know. You start in a dig position. You switch your weight into a coup de pied. Make sure that you're in like a fondue coup de pied, so you're a plie. And then you're going to slow développé, assisted with your arm and a full extension up. We should make sure that our hips are not directly forwards. Yeah, we want our extension on a corner. Yeah, so our hips are not facing the front, but they're facing our corners. Yeah, from our extension, I'm not going to do it, you can though. From our extension, we let it drop down. We tombe right away, so coming down through our fifth and tombe down on our corner. 2 chaînes, and turn and turn. You're going to do a quick ball change, boom, boom, a double turn, and then land parallel. So you're ready to add on to the second group. Yeah, so from our turn, we're going from turned out, pirouettes, and then you have to land flat back into a parallel plie. Yeah, so you're ready to go au second arms. Yes? And you'll repeat the same thing turn around, rotate your shoulders, in, up, 1, 2, lunge, and then we're all together. Yes? So this last section is the last part when we're in our really giant V before we move into our 2 circles. Yeah, so have all ended in this 4th lunge. Again, make sure it's 4th, your back leg is straight, your front leg is bent, you still have that integrity. Make sure that you're not dropping your neck. I forgot to say this. This looks a little bit crazy, so make sure our neck stays in alignment, yeah, and we're not pulling it too far back. From there, you're going to push into a dégagé from your front leg. Push. You're going to step back into a sous-sus, going front back. My front leg, back foot, I should say. Yes, so we're going push. My hands are just very gentle and kind of mimicking the motion. Push. And then I'm going to step into a sous-sus. Up, up. My arms lift, up, up. And then I'm going to rond de jambe. Sorry, I don't have a lot of space. Rond de jambe, my front foot, as I plie with my supporting back foot. And my arms are going to go from a third, and then they're going to rotate over. Yeah, so this one is dropping a little bit. This one's coming through a first, and then they match over here. Yes. Drop, and from here you're going to open your hands down. Yeah, so we're going from this tilted high 5th, expanding, open, make sure we're using our energy and reaching out. We're not just opening and letting them stay bent. We're really shooting out of our arms as we do a 3-step turn towards the center of the V. Our last step of our 3-step turn, 1, 2, 3, should feel, remember they're small 3-step turns, I should say, almost like a chaîné, but don't worry about your heels kissing, yeah? Boom, boom, boom. Your last step is going to be a little leaning thing. We practice this a lot in our down the floors of having that feeling of looking over the edge, making sure that our counterbalance is out there and our energy is shooting out like someone is trying to save us and we're looking over a building. It should have that kind of feeling. So we're all peering over, looking down, and then we go chassé backwards into our, I shouldn't say backwards, chassé to our next spot. You can go forwards or sideways or backwards. Chassé to your next spot, making sure that our feet kiss in the air, so you have to tombe first. Tombe, sous-sus in the air, and down. Boom, boom. Look over your shoulder. So whichever way you go, if you choose to go forward, you have to choose to look over a shoulder somehow. Yeah, if you go backwards, you have to look over a shoulder no matter where you go, yeah? Chassé, tombe, sous-sus, and look over your shoulder. Then you have 3 runs to your second location. Those runs can be in any direction. You can move backwards, sideways, forwards. Again, just be there. Make sure you don't hit anybody. Walk, 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 or run, run, run. And then you shoot one hand out in a direction. We did discuss the directions. I hope you remember which way they are. But when we shoot out, it needs to feel like a quick, and then we're moving through slow motion. Like we're really like going through a really sticky surface, maybe like through jello or pudding, something that's giving us a lot of resistance. Really use your muscles and actually push. It'll give a different feeling than if I'm just reaching really slow versus when I'm like really pushing to get my arm out there. Yeah, so we're reaching, I think 3 counts, ding, 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 and then we pull in really fast, bing. Yeah, and when we pull in, our hands close, they rotate, and so our fists are pointing up, and we pull them into our stomachs, and we run, yeah? You can be in any position for this moment, but then we run to our circles. Yeah, and when we run to our circles, we let our hands drop down. Yes? Cool. That is a lot. I hope that was really helpful. That's where I'm going to stop today. Next week, I'll go over a little bit more. If I was missing something, please go ahead and let me know. Let each other know. I did my very best, okay? Keep practicing. I believe in you. Well done. I'll see you guys in the next video, okay?